Slovakia or Hungary, I drink these because the first time I came to Slovakia, I had one at a petrol station, and they're like a drink with chunks of aloe vera in it. And this must have been about 9-10 years ago. And now I've seen these a few times in corner shops and stuff. But back then, nowhere in England had drinks with aloe vera in it. So I was only like 21, 22, and obviously I was broke as a joke, and I wanted to get rich. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to import these drinks, and I'm going to sell them in England, and I'm going to be a sole supplier, and I'm going to get rich. So I found a contact in Hungary who could provide them to me for like, I don't know how much they were, 38p or something. I wanted to sell them for about £1. So then I started contacting all the superstores. I was watching Dragon's Den about getting distribution. I thought, this is hard. So I emailed Morrison's, emailed Waitrose, started emailing them every day saying I had some revolutionary new health drink that was guaranteed with all these bullshit results, and I promised them 100% markup on it. So I told them they'd buy it for 50p, so I'd make 12p per bottle, and they'd sell it for £1, 100% markup. Made out like I was a real company. I'm 22, so I'm just writing away to all these people. Eventually I get an email back from Tesco saying, because everyone ignores you, because everyone's trying to get their stuff into superstores, so they completely ignore you. Got an email back from Tesco saying, I'm away from my, as you know, I've now left the business, and my replacement is Mr. Chris something is coming in to replace me. So I waited a couple days, and I emailed Chris and said, hi Chris, we need to speak urgently. Your predecessor and I were one step away from achieving distribution, pretending I'd spoke to the previous guy who left, who never responded to me ever. So then Chris emails me like, oh, okay, you better come down then. So it was in Cheshunt, Hertfordshire, the Tesco head office. And I thought a normal job back then, so I arranged a meeting at like 5:30, finished work an hour early, walk into Tesco fucking head office in my Matalan suit with 4 or 5 bottles of this shit, which I brought in a backpack. Sat down there, let him test it all, gave him my pitch about health benefits, 100% bonus and all this bollocks. He gave me a piece of paper saying how Tesco accept distribution, saying like it needs to come X amount of bottles per crate, X amount of crates per container, like just all this expensive distribution shit. So anyway, he said he'd get back to me. So I fucking leave there excited as fuck, call up my guy in Hungary, says I need it in this many bottles per crate, this many crates per container, I need to be able to deliver this many containers per fucking week to Tesco stores, London, all this bollocks, da 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 da. My man in Hungary goes, okay, I can make this happen, da, 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 it's gonna cost this much, blah, blah. So I'm waiting, and Chris emails me and says, we need to talk about your drink, are you free to come in again? I was like, yeah, of course. Anyway, in the meantime, the guy from Hungary says, it's gonna take me 6 months to turn around preparing your distribution. I said, oh no, it can't be 6 months. No, Tesco want it now, Tesco want it now. He goes, well, I need some money to begin doing this. It's gonna cost some money, so you need to pay me some money. You want like $2 grand. And I had no money. I had my month's wages, about 1,600 quid, came the next day. So I remember borrowing £500 and my month's wages and sending it to Hungary, $2 grand. The day before my meeting, my big meeting with Tesco, so this guy could begin fucking pissing around with crates. Taking my last £100 to last me the month. Now I'm 500 quid in debt as well. Filling up with petrol, putting on my Matalan suit, walking in there, sitting down with this Chris guy who was fat as fuck. I don't know what, of course he was in charge of choosing the food. Fat cunt. And he's literally, the meeting lasted 30 seconds. He said, I'm sorry that my predecessor gave you the impression we were going to stock your product. Personally, I find it repulsive. And that was it. That was the end of my aloe vera dream. He never emailed me back again. None of the other superstores ever emailed me. I kept emailing, we've got different flavors. Wasn't interested. Completely blanked me. Everyone blanked me. The Hungarian guy took $2 grand of my money, and I was more poor than ever. So now when I drive through the continent in my Lambo, I enjoy an aloe vera drink. Personally, I find it repulsive. I remember sitting there thinking in my head, that was unnecessarily rude. He was unnecessarily rude to me because he thought he was important. I'm the fat dude who chooses Tesco's food. Cunt. Bet he ain't got a fucking Lambo. I might scroll through my email and fucking find it somewhere in the depths and send him a picture of me outside my Lambo drinking an aloe vera drink.
Surrounded by aloe vera.
Surrounded by aloe vera drink, a big booty hug.